This is a presentation of Magnitude Sports. And now, the cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, welcome. We're live here at Sheyenne High School getting ready for some Class A EDC softball action. Sheyenne Mustangs hosting Grand Forks Central Knights today. A game that was supposed to be played about 2 weeks ago or approximately, but it was snowed out due to a mid-April snowstorm that we had, and now they got it rescheduled. It was originally scheduled as a doubleheader. Today it's just one single game, and then the Mustangs will have a doubleheader tomorrow against Grand Forks Red River. That'll be live here on Magnitude Sports Media Network as well. I want to thank our sponsors, including Healing Touch Chiropractic, Sean Carlson at Town Country Credit Union, Go Promo, Essentia Health, and the Sheyenne Mustang Booster Club for making today's broadcast and all the games for the Mustangs this season possible here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We certainly appreciate you tuning in today. My name is Mike. Hope you're having a great day. And once again, let's take a look at our upcoming schedule here. It's a big day for us tomorrow of 5 games for you here. Eric Tianson will be in Barnesville for the Trojans and the Holly Nuggets baseball doubleheader that starts at 4 o'clock. I'll be right back here at Sheyenne High School where the Mustangs host Grand Forks Red River, and then Bob Roars will be just on the outer edge of the outfield here as the Sheyenne Mustangs will take on the Fargo Davies Eagles in girls soccer with a 7 p.m. kick tomorrow night on Magnitude. So it's a busy night for us. And then back to Barnesville for softball on Thursday as they'll host the Breckenridge Cowgirls. And then back here to Sheyenne on Friday when the Mustangs will host the Shanley Deacons. And then Monday we're in Barnesville for a band and choir concert. And then Tuesday, and you can dig deeper into that schedule at msportsnet.com/schedule. You can find us online, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Like, subscribe, click the bell if you'd be so kind to do so. And also, if you hit the stories button on our website, you can check out all the latest stories related to Magnitude, whether it's a team or some other news story. And it's all right there on our website, msportsnet.com. All the games are available on demand, one click away. As soon as these games finish up, you'll see the watch button. And you Excuse me, had a cheeseburger there, and now I'm getting the hiccups. But you simply click the word watch next to the game that you want to see again, and it's available there for you 24/7. So with that said, we're moments away here from the starting lineup. So let's take a quick timeout, and let's be right back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back. They're getting ready to announce the starting lineups here for the Central Knights and the Sheyenne Mustangs here at Sheyenne High School in Southwest Fargo.
School administration encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponent as high school student athletes and representatives of their communities. The Mustangs and Knights are committed to fair play, responsibility, and respect. They invite you to support their effort. Together, let us all help create an environment for high school competition that we can be proud of. For your safety, we remind you to be aware of foul balls. And now the starting lineup for tonight's game. First for the visitors. At shortstop, number 2, Paige Carlson. At third base, number 6, Morgan Tibelius. The designated player, number 9, Jillian Polkerbeck. The pitcher, number 10, Brooklyn Ramsey. At second base, number 12, Emma Jackson. At first base, number 8, Reagan Fontaine. In left field, number 14, Aspen Thompson. The catcher, number 4, Ramsey Petron. At center field, number 1, Haley Giroux. The flex player, number 16, Madeline Stengel. Head coach, Brittany Baker. Assistant coaches, Heather Chapman, Cassie Slater, and Brooke Clausen. And now for your Sheyenne Mustangs. Leading off for the Mustangs, the pitcher, number 3, Kyra Nerem. At center field, number 6, Caitlin Cease. At third base, number 15, Maddie Buchert. At first base, number 8, Alexis Berg. At second base, number 4, Kate Geisler. In left field, number 16, Zaria Anderson. In right field, number 14, Morgan Haugen. At center, catcher, number 21, Kayla Saylor. And at shortstop, number 7, McKenna Alexander. Mustangs are head coach Mark Woodbury, assistant coaches Jason Baldick and Kate Woodbury. Umpires for tonight's game are registered by the North Dakota High School Activities Association and have been selected for their demonstrated ability to officiate. Tonight's umpires are Chad Mears and Darren Eisler. We ask for your support of our game officials and respect for the calls of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask for you to stand if you are able, remove any headwear, and remain at attention as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And we'll be right back here in 90 seconds. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. Go promo apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded. All right, welcome back. National Anthem just finishing up here, and we're moments away from the first pitch. In the outfield for the Sheyenne Mustangs, the home team on the scoreboard, Kyra Nerem will be starting in the circle. Sophomore had a great game last time that I was here. That game was, it was against Devils Lake. Kyra Nerem, I believe, had 8 strikeouts in that game. Behind the plate, catching Nerem's pitches will be Kayla Saylor, the senior. And then around the bases, you got Lexi Burke at first. She's a senior. Kate Geisler, the freshman, at second. McKenna Alexander, the freshman, shortstop. And the senior third baseman, Maddie Buchert. In the outfield and left, you got Zaria Anderson, a senior. In straightaway center, you got the senior Caitlin Cease. And then in right field, you have the senior Morgan Haugen. So once again, it's Anderson, Cease, Haugen from left center to right. Burt Geisler, Alexander Buchert from first, second, short, and third. Kayla Saylor behind the plate, catch him, and in the circle pitching will be the sophomore Kyra Nerem. Your lineup here for the Grand Forks Central Knights: batting first, the senior shortstop Paige Carlson; batting second, the sophomore third baseman Morgan Tibelius; batting third is an extra player, the 8th grader Jillian Palkabreck; batting fourth will be your starting pitcher, the sophomore Brooklyn Ramsey; batting fifth will be the junior second baseman Emma Jackson; batting sixth will be the senior first baseman Reagan Fontaine; batting seventh will be the junior right fielder Madeline Stengel; batting eighth will be the freshman left fielder Aspen Thompson; and batting ninth will be the sophomore catcher Ramsey Petron. Not batting but playing out in center field for the Knights will be the senior Haley Giroux. So that is a look at how these two teams are going to start out this game here. Once again, that is Kyra Narum sitting in the circle there warming up. Once again, we want to thank our sponsors, including Sean Carlson, the Town and Country Credit Union, along with Go Promo, Essentia Health, Healing Touch Chiropractic, and the Sheyenne Mustang Booster Club. Current temperature here is 50 degrees. There's a very slight chance of rain, but I don't think that's going to happen. And we'll be looking at the forecast here. Let's see here. Sunset at 8:31. We'll stay in the mid to upper 40s as that first pitch comes in for strike one at 6:19 p.m. Once again, opening pitch temperature 50 degrees under a mostly cloudy sky as we get things underway here. And we'll get the team names written in for you here really quick and get that part taken care of. There we go. 1-1 the count now. Once again, the batter here for the Knights is Paige Carlson, as she'll take that for a strike, and it's 1-2. Carlson 3 for 6 lifetime on magnitude when she stepped up to the plate. A hit to left field, a hit to right field, a hit to shallow left center, and a fly out to left, and a couple infield flyouts on her 6 plate appearances here on magnitude. That one will be fouled away off to the right side of the first baseline, and it'll remain a 1-2 count here for the senior Paige Carlson. On deck is Morgan Tibelius, a sophomore, and then the 8th grader Jillian Palkabreck will be the batters 1, 2, and 3. 1 ball and 2 strikes. This is the 5th pitch of the game for Kyra Narum, and she gets her on a strikeout.
Up next, third baseman Morgan Tibelius.
So that puts 1 down here for the Grand Forks Central Knights in the top half of the first. Morgan Tibelius, the sophomore, steps into the batter's box. The junior varsity game went in favor of the Mustangs. It was a 10-0 win in 5 innings. So as that first pitch there by Tibelius is fouled back into the netting for a strike, and it's 0-1. And the 1-1 popped up and right to the shortstop there, McKenna Alexander for the out. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and then to pop
next
out.
For the Knights, the number 9, Jillian Palkabreck.
Jillian Palkabreck, the 8th grader, stepping up to the plate now here for Grand Forks Central. And Narum will toss her 9th pitch, and it will miss for a ball. 1-0 the count now to Palkabreck. If Palkabreck can get on base, so we'll see Brooklyn Ramsey, the sophomore, stepping into the batter's box next. But there is 2 away here. Top half of the first, no score. 2 minutes into the ball game, as Narum will get the signal, wind up, and deliver the pitch, and she'll get a piece of that. Skim it off the top of the bat, foul for a strike. Levels the count at a ball and 1 strike. 2 away, Narum with 1 strikeout so far, and then the pop out to the shortstop, McKenna Alexander, counts for the 2 outs so far, if you're just tuning in to the broadcast. Wind up in the pitch and a swing and a miss for a strike. It's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. 8 strikes on 11 pitches thrown for Kyra Narum, the sophomore. And the 1-2 windup and delivery. Up high, 2-2. Once again, we'll be back here tomorrow for a doubleheader between the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders and the Sheyenne Mustangs. So be sure to tune in for that one. And for the Mustang fans, we will have girls soccer for you tomorrow night at 7 o'clock as well, as the Mustangs will host the Fargo Davies Eagles over at Essentia Health Mustang Stadium Field. Bob Royers will have the call on that one for you. I'll be here at the softball game tomorrow, and Eric Tianson will be in Barnesville tomorrow for baseball when the Trojans host the Holly Nuggets. And that's all tomorrow here on Magnitude Sports. Now we'll be going to the dirt. And it'll be 2 balls, 2 strikes on a fouled away tip into the dirt. Once again, the JV game went 10-0 win to the Mustangs in 5 innings. That one comes up a little high into the backstop. Puts it at a full count, 3-2. Once again, the batters, the 8th grader, Jillian Palkabreck. And if she can get on base here, Brooklyn Ramsey would be on deck. Full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff on the horizon here for Narum. Wind up, and the delivery inside, and it is a walk. So, first runner of the day is on, and that'll bring up the next batter here. That's Brooklyn Ramsey. Wasn't 100% sure there if the umpire was going to call a delayed strike on that or not. It kind of looked like it may have had an opportunity to catch the edge of the plate on the inside there, but they'll call it ball 4. They'll put Palkabreck on base, and once again, it's Brooklyn Ramsey, the sophomore, and the pitch. And now Palkabreck takes off for second. She's in safely. Pitch came across for a ball, so it's 1-0. And the 1-0 delivery is up high for 2 balls and no strikes. Narum already at 17 pitches, according to my numbers. 2 away, runner on second is Jillian Palkabreck. A base hit could possibly put the Knights on the board. Here's the 2-0 delivery, swing and a miss. And now the throw to third, and she'll be safe. And for a split second, the thought went through her mind of possibly coming home, but she will be held at third, and now she's 45 feet closer to getting the Knights on the board here. Two balls and a strike. And the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Once again, no hits in this game yet. Palkabreck got on base via a walk on a 3-2 pitch from Narum. Stole second and stole third. And the 2-2, swing and a miss. And they go down on strikes and leave a runner on base. So then the top half of the first inning, it's 0-0 here between the Knights and the Mustangs. We'll be back after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Go Promo is your go-to for custom apparel, screen printing, embroidery, and hundreds of other promotional products. Put your company logo on a t-shirt, jacket, calendar, mouse pad, pen, or even a backdrop display for an upcoming event. Possibilities are absolutely endless at justgopromo.com. You can also easily set up an online apparel store for your sports team or business. Email or call Twyla, and she'll set up the store, set up collection for online payments, and even deliver your products packaged and ready to go. Email her today, Twyla at justgopromo.com, or call 388-4852. Go Promo. Consider it branded. All right, welcome back. That is Brooklyn Ramsey in the circle there for the Grand Forks Central Knights warming up. Ramsey Petron will be behind the plate catching. Around the bases for the Knights, you got Reagan Fontaine, the senior at first, the junior second baseman Emma Jackson, the senior shortstop Paige Carlson, the sophomore third baseman Morgan Tobelius. And then in the outfield and right, you have the junior Madeline Stengel, the senior Haley Drew in center field, and the freshman Aspen Thompson in left. Now, they did make an adjustment to the lineup there before they came up to bat. So Aspen Thompson was moved up from the flex player up into the number 7 spot. Ramsey Petron will be in the A spot. Haley Drew will be in the 9th spot. And now Madeline Stengel moves into the flex position. So it's just the bottom of the order there that was changed. Their first 6 batters, as I mentioned in our pregame show, were as
leading off for the Mustangs, the pitcher, Kylan Nurum.
We head to the bottom of the first here. Kyra Narum, 3 for 3 on her appearances here on Magnitude. A hit to left field and 2 deep hits to right center. No runs and no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base for the Knights in the top half of the first. 10 minutes into the ball game, and the first pitch here from Ramsey is a little high for ball 1. Once again, 0-0 on the Go Promo scoreboard, and that one will come outside for ball 2. Still looking for our first hit of the game here. We'll see Kyra Narum. We'll see Caitlin Cease. We'll see Maddie Bucher. Batters 1, 2, and 3 for the Mustangs here in the bottom half of the first inning. 2 balls, no strikes, and that one just a little bit high, missing the strike zone just by a little bit there, and it's 3-0. And the windup in the 3-0 delivery is right down Main Street. 3 balls and a strike, the count. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo, the Sheyenne Mustang Booster Club, Essentia Health, Go Promo, swing and a miss for strike 2, and also Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union. If you have a chance to patronize any or all of those businesses, we'd certainly appreciate you doing so, and telling them thank you for supporting high school sports here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and that'll be a walk. Narum is on base, and that'll bring up the next batter, and that is Caitlin Cease.
Up next for the Mustangs, center fielder, Caitlin Cease.
So we hit the 11-minute mark of the ball game here. Caitlin Cease has stepped up to the plate many, many times on Magnitude Sports. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 7 of 18 if I'm counting that up right. Most of those hits go to left field. 1 ball, no strike. And that one appeared to come in down the middle, but I think it sank a little low, below the knees, and it's ball 2. That one's high and inside, and it's quickly ball 3 here. We'll see if Ramsey can battle her way out of this 3-0 count against Cease. Maddie Buchert is on deck. And the 3-0, there's a strike. Once again, the runner on first is Kyra Narum, the sophomore. And Brooklyn Ramsey will get the signal, deliver the 3-1, and that's through the legs there, Petron. It'll be a walk, and that will advance Narum up to second. That brings up Maddie Buchert. 3 hits to right field and 4 hits to left center. Reached base on air on a couple of occasions. Couple of pop outs, couple of ground outs. Won't count them all up. There's too many lines there to count up. But it looks like we'll have a
Courtesy running
courtesy
for the
runner.
Mustangs, number 2, Carly Scarfel.
Carly Scarfel, a little courtesy run on second there for
Up next for the Mustangs, third baseman, Maddie Bucher.
Carly Scarfel is a sophomore for the Mustangs. Once again, this is Maddie Buchert stepping up into the batter's box here for Sheyenne. And the pitch. Got it in there for a strike. 0-1. Nice pitch there by Brooklyn Ramsey. Once again, around the bases, Reagan Fontaine at first, Emma Jackson at second, Paige Carlson the shortstop, Morgan Tobelius at third, Ramsey Petron behind the plate, as that one is fouled away by Bucher to the left side of the batter's box towards the Mustang dugout. Good for a strike and 0-2. In the outfield once again for the Knights, it's Aspen Thompson in left. She's a freshman. Madeline Stengel, the junior in right. Straightaway centers, the senior Haley Giroux. No balls, 2 strikes. See if Ramsey can get her here. Here's the windup in the pitch, and that one will go into the dirt. Runners will take off. No throw will be made, and they will advance. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So first base is empty now. And the 1-2 popped up and sent right over our broadcast station. Fouled away for it'll remain a 1-2 count. So she'll foul that one off, fight it, and stay alive for another pitch here from Ramsey. And nice job there by Petron. She was able to get enough of that to stop the spin and the speed of that ball rolling back. Otherwise, Scarfel may have come in from third to score. So that will even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes now. She'll lean in, get the signal, wind up, deliver the 2-2, and that one is foul. Fouling out of play over there by the far left side pitcher's mound. It'll remain 2-2. This is the 7th pitch of the at-bat. That one's fouled away, and now we'll go to the 8th pitch of the at-bat here for Maddie Bucher. Once again, Lexi Burke is on deck. Nobody out. Runners on second and third. Caitlin Cease on second. Carly Scarfel on third for the Mustangs. 2-2, pitch number 8 of the at-bat here between Ramsey and Bucher. And the windup, and that one's popped up, and that one is going to left center, and the left fielder, Aspen Thompson, will make the grab for out number 1. Runners will stay at first and second, or second and third, excuse me, and that'll bring up the next batter, Lexi Burke. So runners will remain. Lexi Burke, 3 hits to right field, 2 to left, a couple of infield hits, and that counts for all of her on-base performances here on Magnitude. So reached the 17-minute mark of the ball game. 1 ball and no strikes here to. That one's going to be popped up, and a chance for the third baseman to make the grab, and she does. Nice job there by Morgan Tobelius to out number 2, and
Up next for the Mustangs, second baseman, Kate Geisler.
Kate Geisler, she hit a grand slam last time I saw her on Magnitude, which was against Devil's Lake. That was the first game of the season, actually. That pitch comes outside for a ball, 1-0. So 2 out base runners on second and third. Cease on second, Scarfel on third, and that pitch high to the outside. 2 balls, no strikes. So the Knights doing a good job defensively here, pitching into some pop-outs to get 2 outs on the board. It was really needed because the Mustangs had runners on second and third with nobody out, and they have so far stranded those runners there. 3-0 once again. She's not careful. She could load the bases here, and that's exactly what she'll do.
Now batting number 16, Zaria Anderson.
Zaria Anderson representing batter number 6 in the lineup here for the Mustangs will step into the plate. She's a senior this year for Sheyenne. So once again, the bases are loaded. You have Kate Geisler on first, Caitlin Cease on second, Carly Scarfel on third, and the pitch comes in low for ball 1. 25 pitches now for Ramsey unofficially, according to my numbers. And the windup in the 1-0, inside 2-0. And that one will come inside for 3-0. She's thrown the last 7 pitches have all been balls. She has to be careful here. See if she can battle out of this 3-0 deficit here and keep the Mustangs off the scoreboard. She's gonna have to do some smart pitching here, and nope, that'll make it 1-0. Mustangs will score on a bases loaded walk. That'll bring in Scarfel from third, advance Cease up to third, Geisler up to second, Anderson on first, and that brings up Morgan Haugen, batter number 7 in the lineup here for
Up next for the Mustangs, right fielder Morgan Haugen.
Oh, 1 to Morgan Haugen. If she can get on base, Kayla Saylor would be up next. Once again, the North Dakota High School Activities Association has canceled out the 3-inning rule, so all games are 5 regardless of what the score is, and that will be another run scored via hit by a pitch. And that'll make it 2-0 here. That moves Geisler up to third, Anderson to second, Haugen to first on the hit by a pitch, and that
Up next
scores
for the Mustangs, the catcher,
Cease.
Kayla Saylor.
So it's 2-0 now. And Kayla Saylor, the catcher, will step into the plate. Had to hit to left field in the game against Devils Lake. And the pitch, swing and a miss for a strike 1, and after 8 balls in a row, matter of fact 9 with the hit by a pitch, she finally gets a strike in there, and see if they can hold the damage to 2 runs here or not. Nice pitch, 0-2. And the 0-2 got her swinging. Goes down on a strikeout. They leave the bases loaded, and that ends the first inning of play. Mustangs get 2. 2 on no hits, no errors, and 3 left on base. And we go to the top of the second now, with the Mustangs leading 2-0 right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
It was like you can't even describe it. Like I always tell people who don't have kids, it's like your heart running outside of your body. It's just incredible. Like, you made this little human, and you do everything you can to protect them.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. Mustangs get 2 on no hits, no errors. They leave 3 on base in the bottom half of the first, and in the top half of the second for the Knights, we'll see batters 5, 6, and 7. Emma Jackson, Reagan Fontaine, and Aspen Thompson will be the 3 batters here for the Grand Forks Central Knights. Kyra Narum in the circle will toss pitch 21 to start the top half of the second. Once again, around the bases here for the Mustangs. Lexi Burke, the senior at first. Kate Geisler, freshman second baseman. Freshman at shortstop is McKenna Alexander, and the senior third baseman is Maddie Buchert. Behind the plate, the senior Kayla Saylor, and once again pitching Kyra Narum. In the outfield, Zaria Anderson in left. You got Morgan Haugen in right, and Caitlin Cease, the senior, in straightaway center field. Emma Jackson steps up into the batter's box here for the Knights as we kick off the top of the second inning. 24 minutes into the ball game now. The windup, and looks like, will they call that a strike? They will, yep. Looks like she was going for a possible running bunt there and get that head start up the first base line, but did not make the contact, and it goes into the books as strike 1 for the junior, and that one will come in just at shoulder level for strike 2. So you can see her stance starting at the back of the batter's box here, and she'll kind of take a step up when she goes into the swing. And that's exactly what she does. She chop it foul, though, and it'll remain 0-2. You see that batting style from batters from time to time throughout all the EDC teams that I've seen over the last 3 or 4 years. And it works. And that's a line drive there to Geisler into the glove, and that is out number 1.
Up next, first baseman Reagan Fontaine.
Reagan Fontaine, 2 for 3 on her plate appearances here on Magnitude. A hit to left field, an infield hit, and a fly out to left field. 1 away here, and once again, it's Reagan Fontaine. And Narum's pitch is inside, and it just missed the... No, it did catch the edge for a strike. A delayed strike called there. Aspen Thompson is on deck. If Fontaine and or Thompson get on base with no double plays, we might see Ramsey Petron this inning as well. And here's the pitch, 0-1, and that is going to miss for a ball. Levels up at a ball and a strike. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by Essentia Health Go promo, as well as Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union, our friend Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic, and last but not least, the Cheyenne Booster Club. Swing and a miss for a strike, 1-2. If you're on your way down but haven't made it here yet, I suggest a cheeseburger at the concession stand. I had one before we went on the air. It was really, really good. That one will be lined into right field. Good for a base hit, and that will put Fontaine on base. And that is our first hit of the game. Took 27 minutes to get our first hit of the game.
Up next for Grand Forks, left fielder Aspen Thompson.
A baseball final. Watertown, South Dakota defeats the West Fargo Packers 17-4. That was at Young Field. That one just went final here a matter of seconds ago. So Fontaine on base with a single to shallow right. That brings up Aspen Thompson. Thompson will take the first pitch for a strike, 0-1. That one will curve inside for strike 2. Nice pitch there by Kyra Narum. 30 pitches now, 21 of them have been strikes. Once again, a strike is anything that's not a ball. Be a fouled away pitch, a hit, a home run, or a swing and a miss. They all go into the book as a strike if you're keeping track of that at home. And a strikeout. Cutter window shopping. That's 2 out now.
Up next, number 4, Ramsey Petron.
Sophomore Ramsey Petron steps up to the plate. 2 away here, and Narum with pitch 32. Wind up in the delivery, swing and a miss for a strike, 0-1. Haley Giroux is on deck if Petron can get on base. 0-1 the count. Here's the delivery outside, levels it out at 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Petron. Grand Forks, no runs on the hit. They left 1 on base in the top half of the first. Taking off for second is Fontaine, and I think she might be out. No, she is safe. Looked like the throw may have gotten there in time, but it just missed, and Fontaine will move into scoring position here on the stolen base. Pitch comes across for a ball. It's 2-1. And the 2-1, and that one's grounded and it'll go foul. So that'll level the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. And had that stayed fair, she might have been able to run that one out. It would have been a close throw to first. Of course, you have to be careful on that throw with Fontaine on second. If you throw and there's an error, Fontaine comes and cuts the lead in half. 2-2. Swing and a miss, and that will do it. We head now to the bottom of the second. Mustangs up to bat. They got 2 in the bottom half of the first. Grand Forks, no runs on the hit, and they leave 1 on base here in the top of the second for a total of no runs, 1 hit, 2 left on base in the game so far. Coming up for the Mustangs, batters 9-1-2, Alexander, Narum, and Cease when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
You didn't like the call? Please remember the officials on the court and the field have the best view of the action as it happens. More officials are needed. People like you. Stay connected to the game you love. Contact the NDHSAA, MSHSL, or your local high school to find out how to become an official. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. 2-0 Mustangs, and they're up to bat again here in the bottom of the second. Knight's got a hit into right field in the top half of the second, but they would strand that runner on second. I wouldn't get any further than that. And now they'll head out into the field and play some defense. It'll be McKenna Alexander, the freshman, batter number 9 in the lineup, leading things off here in the bottom half of the second for the Mustangs. Then we'll head back to the top of the order with Kyra Narum and Caitlin Cease. Batters 9-1-2 for Sheyenne here as they almost went through the entire lineup in the first inning of play. Brooklyn Ramsey in the circle has coming into the bottom of the second here. 33 pitches, 14 strikes, 19 balls as we hit the 33-minute mark of the ball game. Don't forget, for Mustang fans, we'll be back here tomorrow, a doubleheader with the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. That one will be grounded. It'll get by the shortstop into shallow center field, and that's good for a single for McKenna Alexander.
Up next for the Mustangs, pitcher Kyra Nurum.
So the Mustangs get their first hit of the game. It took 33 minutes. So the Knights got their first hit 22 minutes, and then 11 minutes later, the Mustangs get their first hit of the game. Turn back to the top of the order now. Kyra Nurum, 0 for 0, was walked last time she was at the plate. This one up high, and that will allow Alexander to get to second on the wild pitch. 1 ball, no strikes. The count now here to Nurum. And that one comes inside, and it looked like it was going down the middle, kind of curved to the inside. May have made Nurum a little bit nervous there, as it almost nicked her left elbow. 2 balls and no strikes. Once again, Nurum was walked last time. This time she'll single on to right field. Alexander will turn on third, and the throw will not make it in time, and it's an RBI single for Kyra Nurum. And it's 3-0 Mustangs.
Courtesy running for the Mustangs, number 2, Carly Scarpel. Up next for the Mustangs, number 6, Caitlin Seats.
So an RBI single scores Kyra Nurum scores McKenna Alexander from second to make it 3-0. And then Scarfo will come in and courtesy run at first. And now Scarfo will take off to second. And it's a 1 ball, no strike count. The batter, Caitlin Cease, she was also walked last time. That one comes inside for a strike. Curved it over the edge. Nice pitch there by Ramsey. Evens things up at a ball and a strike. And the 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss. Cease on strike 2. So 1-2 now, and Ramsey gets ahead of the count on the batter. And that one is fouled away out of our camera's view. It'll remain 1-2 as a result. Ball, strike, and a fouled away pitch. It remains 1-2. Nobody out. Runner on second there is Carly Scarfo. That one will get into the dirt. That'll allow Scarfo to get to third. Evens up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Mustangs got runners on second and third before the Knights got their first 2 outs on Sheyenne in the bottom half of the second. Now they get a strikeout here.
Up next for the Mustangs, third baseman Maddie Buchert.
So Cease strikes out, brings up Maddie Buchert, flied out to Aspen Thompson in left field their last time at the plate, and that's 1 down. That pitch will come inside, and it'll be a little low for a ball, 1-0. Once again, mostly cloudy and 50 degrees. Probably feels a little bit chillier than 50 out there, but probably a feel-like temperature of maybe like 44, 45, something to that, like that. And Bucher will reach base via hit by a pitch. They'll put runners on the corners, and that will bring up the next batter here, and that is Lexi Burke. Flied out to the third baseman, Tibelius, in foul territory here last time at the plate. Grand Forks coach talking to the umpire here, double checking the batting lineup. I don't know, according to my batting lineup, everybody was in order. I'm not sure if she saw something different maybe, or... Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by the Sheyenne Boosters, as well as Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic. Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union. Looks like they're making a change here. Grand Forks Central is probably... I think they called in Madeline Stengel from right field as Stengel's going to the bench. And looks like we'll have a new pitcher. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back, sort this out. We'll give you all the updates right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
It was like you can't even describe it. Like you must. I always tell people who don't have kids, it's like your heart running outside of your body. It's just incredible. Like you made this little human. And you do everything you can to protect them.
Batting for the Mustangs, first baseman Alexis Burke.
All right, welcome back. So new pitcher here for Grand Forks Central is Jillian Palkabrecht. And that one will fall into center field. Run will score, make that possibly 2 runs. And it's a 2-run double for Lexi Burke out into center field.
Up next, second baseman Kate Geisler.
So that brings up Kate Geisler, who's walked on 4 pitches last time. So once again, Jillian Palkabrecht now pitching for the Knights. That moves Brooklyn Ramsey to second base. And it moves the previous second baseman out to right field. Forgot to write it down, but that one is fouled. So it is 0-1. It would move Emma Jackson to right field. And that one is hit, and it'll sneak by Ramsey at second into shallow right center. Rounding third is Burke, and she will score. So it'll be a 1-run single. And then she'll advance to second on I believe they're going to charge an error, and they will. So a 1-run single and an advancement to second on an error.
Up next for the Mustangs, left fielder Zaria Anderson.
To make it 6-0 in favor of the Mustangs. Zaria Anderson now at the plate. Count is 1-0. Nobody out, runner, or check that one out, excuse me, and Runner on second is Kate Geisler. So once again, around the bases here for the Knights after the changes. Fontaine at first, Ramsey at second, Carlson the shortstop, Tibelius at third. That one is going to be popped up. Center field going back and not able to make the grab is Giroux, just out of her reach. And rounding third is Kate Geisler. She'll come across and score. It is a one-run double for Zaria Anderson.
Up next for the Mustangs, right fielder Morgan Haugen.
Well, Haley Giroux ran to her left, but she couldn't quite get the extra step she needed. It went off the edge of her glove and drops for a hit. She'll make contact on that one to foul it away for a strike. It's 0-1. The batter, once again, Morgan Haugen. She was hit by a pitch last time she was at the plate. 7-0 here as the Mustangs have put 5 across the plate here in the bottom half of the second. One out runner on second is Zaria Anderson. Got there on a RBI double to center field. Kayla Saylor is on deck. If no double play happens, we'll see her next. And that one's going to be popped up straightaway center field. This time Giroux will be underneath it and she'll make the catch. So that's 2 away.
Up next, the catcher, Kayla Saylor.
Kayla Saylor, 0 for 1, struck out swinging last time she was at the plate. It was an inning-ending strikeout. And right now there's 2 outs once again. So in both innings, the Mustangs get to batter number 8 in the lineup. And we'll see if they can get to batter number 9 this time here in the bottom of the second or not. That pitch hits the edge for a strike. 0-1 the count, I believe, or is it 0-2? No, it's 0-1. It's 0-1. So 2-out runner on second. Zaria Anderson swinging a miss for strike 2 to Kayla Saylor. If Saylor can get on base, it'll be McKenna Alexander who will be up to bat next. And the 0-2. Got her. Strikeout. And it's another inning-ending strikeout for Kayla Saylor in back-to-back innings. That's how the Mustangs go down. And they will leave 1 stranded on base, but they do get 5 across on 3 hits and 1 error on Grand Forks Central, and they leave 1 on base. So for a total of 4 in the game. It's 7-0 as we head to the top of the third now. And we'll be back after this message here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
For the Mustangs.
Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender. All right, welcome back. Mustangs get 5 runs on 5 hits. Matter of fact, let's put another hit on the board there for the Mustangs. They only got 4 on there. Must have forgot to hit the button one more time. 7 runs on 5 hits, 1 error for the Knights in that bottom half of the second. And that brings up Haley Giroux. She is, let's take a look here, 2 for 5 on her appearances here at Magnitude
Number 1, Haley Giroux.
The center fielder has a pop out, 2 ground outs, a hit to left field, and a home run to left field on her plate appearances here on Magnitude Sports. As we head to the top of the third now, the Go Promo scoreboard, it's the Mustangs 7, the Knights 0 here in the top of the third. Kyra Narum will toss pitch number 37 to start this inning, and it goes again for a swing and a miss, strike one. So we reach the 48-minute mark of the ball game here. And the 0-1 pitch will curve inside for strike two. It started on the outside and took a nasty curve in. Nice curveball there by Narum. 0-2 the count. And Drew, I don't know, she's bluffing on a possible bunt. Now she'll pull it back, and now she'll put her hands on there, and she'll hit it away and foul it away. And the catch will not be made by anybody but the green grass there. So it'll be 0-2 for the second time around there. As you can hear some of the fans in our background there chanting the Staying Alive song. It's okay if they sing it. If they actually play it, then we'll get in trouble. 0-2 after the fouled away pitch. And the 0-2 goes inside for a ball, 1-2. That one's going to be popped up, and it must have went over our broadcast station. I was waiting for it to hit the roof, but it never did. So remain 1-2. This is the fifth pitch of the at-bat. Strike, strike, foul, foul. Or check that. Ball strike, foul, foul is what I meant to say. And now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2. That one must have got away from Narum as it made it about halfway down before it hit the ground there. It must have slipped out of her hand on the delivery. Makes it a full count. You don't see her do that too often. You probably won't see her do it again. Usually you'll see that if it's been raining or and the ball is wet possibly, but right now it's not been an issue. That'll be ball 4, and I'll put runner Haley Drew on first on the walk.
Number 2, Paige Carlson.
Now we return to the top of the order with Paige Carlson, the senior, batter number 1 in the lineup, 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking on our first at-bat here, our first plate appearance, I should say. And that one will be a drop strike. Or maybe she fouled it away, one of the two. Goes into the books as a strike nonetheless. We have a shout out to Paige Carlson as I chatted with her before the ball game, and she helped me out with all the name pronunciations on the Knights roster. So thank you very much, Paige, when you go back to watch this later. Game 2 of the game between Watertown, South Dakota and West Fargo Packers is just underway. If we get score updates from that one, we will pass them along to you. It's the only game that we're getting score updates to at the moment. As Drew will get to second. 1 ball, 1 strike the count here to the batter Paige Carlson with Morgan Tobelius, the third baseman, on deck. Pitch 47, 2-1 delivery is outside, 3-1. Runner takes off, throw to third, dropped the ball, otherwise she would have been out, but she will make it to third. So that makes it 3 balls and a strike now, and See if Carlson can get on base this time, and she will. And the Knights will score, will they? Yes, that run will count. And the Knights are on the board. And now the runner to third, and they drop the ball again. So Carlson makes it all the way around third, or all the way to third, I should say, as Giroux All right, so I think we got everything right. So they'll have a quick chat here at the mound to just kind of settle things down a little bit here as the Knights get on the board. Paige Carlson scoring from, check that. It was Haley Giroux scoring from third to put the Knights on the board. On what it was a drop third strike, Carlson was able to run it out up to first. She snuck her way up to second without anybody noticing. At least I didn't notice it. And then as Giroux was coming home, Carlson would sneak her way over to third, and that's where we stand right now, 7-1. Knights looking for more, looking to show bunt there, pulls it back, and I believe everybody got in the way of my vision there, but I believe it dropped into the dirt for a ball. So 1-0 the count. Narum 0 for 1, flied out to McKenna Alexander, the shortstop, her last time at the plate. This is pitch 51 from Narum. They'll bunt it, it'll drop right in front, and no, the umpire said it fell inside the batter's box, so that goes foul for a strike. Had she gotten that out of the batter's box, she might have had enough speed to get up to first to get on base, and who knows what Carlson would have done at third. Could have been 7-2 had that one not gone foul. But now it's 1 ball, 1 strike for the third baseman, Morgan Tobelius, and that pitch will come in for a strike, 1-2. Once again, broadcast coverage of this game brought to you by Go Promo, Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic, Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union, Cheyenne Booster Club, and Essentia Health. Certainly appreciate all their support to make this ball game possible. 7-1 in favor of the Mustangs on the Go Promo scoreboard as that one's fouled away, and they'll become remain 1 ball, 2 strikes as Tobelius will stay alive. And the 1-2, that one's up high. Saylor stepping up quickly and staring down Carlson on third, says don't even think about it. Carlson got the message and went back. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We'll see what Narum does here on the 2-2. Rides ball to the outside, snap throw up to third, and she's safe, 3-2. Nobody out. Carlson on third. Polkabreck on deck. And the payoff. Swung on and it drops into right field. That will score Carlson from third. And it'll be an RBI single for Tobelius.
Up next for the Knights, number 9, Jillian Polkerbeck.
So that makes it 7-2 now on the Go Promo scoreboard, and the Knights was still with nobody out. Gotten 2 runs in this inning, and they have a runner on first. And this is Jillian Polkabreck, the 8th grader. She'll pop that one up, and it'll go foul and out of play. Taking off for second. It's going to be close. She's safe. So she moves into scoring position from first. Tibelius, the sophomore, does. And Palkabreck will take that pitch for a ball, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Two runs on 1 hit and no errors for the Mustangs so far here for the Knights. That one will pop away off Saylor's left shoe. That will allow Tibelius to get up to third. Still nobody out here. Now the Knights have another runner on third. 2 balls and a strike. The count to the batter, Palkabreck. Narum will send it inside, and I think she tried to catch the edge but missed. It's 3-1. Brooklyn Ramsey is on deck. Ramsey representing batter number 4 in the lineup. Palkabreck, the 3rd batter in the lineup here. As we're a few seconds shy of the 1 hour mark of the ball game. And the windup in the 3-1 hit, and that will sneak by Geisler into center field. Scoring Tibelius from third. It's an RBI single and another hit to make it 7-3 on the Go Promo scoreboard here, and the Knights are within 4. That brings up Brooklyn Ramsey.
Up next, number 10, Brooklyn Ramsey.
So Tibelius scores from third as we hit the 1 hour mark of the ball game. Ramsey 0 for 1, struck out swinging, fouls that one away into the netting for strike 1. And now taking off for second is Palkabreck, and she is going to get there. Still nobody out, and another stolen base to move another runner into scoring position here for the Knights. One ball, 1 strike. Emma Jackson on deck. And that one's fouled away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Went a little early and got underneath that pitch with the bat to lift it up high to the right side of the batter's box. 1-2. Swung on, that one's popped up, going towards shallow right where the grass meets the outfield, and there's one away. And Palkabreck will stay on
next
second.
for the Knights, number 12, Emma Jackson.
So Kate Geisler will catch the pop out there. Now that brings up Emma Jackson, who line drived out to Kate Geisler on her last at bat. And this one's going to be popped up. That one might have a chance to drop, and Geisler makes the catch again right behind the post. Nothing I could do about that one, but it is 2 away.
Now batting for the Knights, Reagan Fontaine.
So Jackson, a line drive and a pop out to Geisler on her 2 plate appearances. She's 0 for 2 now. Palkabreck remains on second. Reagan Fontaine 1 for 1, excuse me. Singled for the first hit of the game, 22 minutes into the game, into shallow right field. Swing and a miss for a strike there for Fontaine, the senior. Once again, the 2-out runner on second is Jillian Palkabreck, the 8th grader. 0-1 the count. Narum winds up, delivers right down the middle and low. Snap throw over to third. They did not get her. Oh, it looked like they got her out there, but they did not. We're gonna save the replay on that, and we'll take a look at it later. That was a nice throw by Saylor up to third, too. It looked like she timed it perfectly, but Fontaine able to sneak in. And it won't matter now as Fontaine swings and misses on the strikeout to end the top half of the third inning. So the Knights do get 3 across on a couple of hits and no errors, and they leave a total of 1 on base through 3 innings of play, 3 runs on 3 hits, no Sheyenne errors, and 3 left on base. Sheyenne up to bat next in the bottom of the third, right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
All right, welcome back. 7-3. Mustangs have a 4-run lead here as we head into the bottom of the third. It'll be McKenna Alexander, Kyra Narum, and Caitlin Cease. Batters 9-1 and 2 for the Mustangs, and they started with batters 9-1 and 2 in the bottom of the second as well. So we'll see if they can round the line or go one batter shy of the lineup here in the third inning, like they did in the first and second inning, or if it'll be longer or shorter. Well, it's all comes down. It seems like the Knights have found a little bit of momentum here to get themselves back into this game after falling. Let me double check my line score here. Yeah, they would fall 7-0 before getting the 3 runs in the bottom on the top half of the third. So we now go to the bottom of the third. Once again, the batter is McKenna Alexander. 1 for 1 with a single that snuck by the shortstop, Paige Carlson. This time it's not going to sneak by Paige Carlson, but it will be an error. So Alexander will get to first. Looks like it was a clean scoop and throw.
Up next for the Mustangs, a pitcher, Kyra Narum.
By Carlson, but the throw was a little bit off the mark on at Fontaine at first. So Alexander will reach on an error. Kyra Narum 1 for 1, a walk and a single to left center. And that one's fouled away. Good for a strike, 0-1. Or check that 1-1, excuse me. Once again, Kyra Narum represents the top of the batting lineup here for the Mustangs. Palkabrak on 11 pitches has thrown 10 strikes according to my numbers. If that's, I believe that's accurate. Most of them have been fouled away. And that one, I believe, is fair. Yes, it is. It snuck by the third base bag, and rounding third is Alexander. She'll have a head first slide. It will be an RBI double for Narum out into left field.
Courtesy running, Carly Scarpel. Up next for the Mustangs, number 6, Caitlin Cease.
Carly Scarfo will head over into second to take over the running responsibilities. This is Caitlin Cease, 0 for 1. Walked on 4 pitches on her first plate appearance, and then she struck out looking, and now she's going to send this to center field, and it's going to drop for a hit. And I don't know if taking off for third was the best idea. She should have stayed there, or she should have went right away. She didn't know if Giroux was going to catch it in center field or not, and as a result, she'll get thrown out at third. And that's 1 away.
Up next for the Mustangs, number 15, Maddie Buchert.
So that officially puts Caitlin Cease on with a fielder's choice. Brings up Maddie Buchert, 0 for 1. Fly out to Aspen Thompson in left field on her first trip to the plate. And then she was hit by a pitch last time. And right now, I believe that is Tibelius. They are checking on her. Looks like something with her left knee, possibly. Hopefully she is okay. It's nothing serious. 1 hour and 8 minutes into the ball game. We have 8 runs on 6 hits, 2 Knights errors for the Mustangs here. While the Mustangs, 3 runs on 3 hits and no errors for the Mustangs. Knights getting all 3 of those runs in the top of the third. Sheyenne with 2 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 so far here in the bottom of the third. Looks like the sophomore Morgan, the third baseman there, will stay in the game as the Essentia Health trainer is out there taking a look at her knee. Once again, it's her left knee. I'm not sure if maybe there was some blood on it possibly or what the situation was, but they're going to allow her to stay in the game. Tibelius looked like she was heading out into left field there, but I think she remembers now that she's playing third. So a little bit of off the game entertainment there. Once again, Maddie Buchert stepping up to the plate. Fly out to left and a hit by a pitch on her 2 trips to the plate this evening so far. One out runner on second is Caitlin Cease. Yeah, it is. Let me double check something here. Yes, it is. Okay. 2 balls, no strikes. She'll get a piece of that one for 2 and 1. And that one's hit hard and high to left field, going back, and it is going to drop right in front of the fence there, and that will score. Caitlin Cease from second, throw to third, and she's out. That's 2 away. That'll leave the bases empty, but Cease will come across and score. It will go into the books as a hit as well.
Alexis Burke.
So 9 runs on 7 hits now. Buchert will get credit for an RBI double. That scores Caitlin Cease, and then Buchert thrown out at third. On a 7-6-5 throw out at third. That pitch will come in a little bit low. Nobody on base, so nothing to worry about on that particular occasion. 1-1 the count. Once again, the batter's Lexi Burke, a fly out and a double to deep center field that went just off the glove of Haley Drew, who's trying to make the grab on the run. And that one will drop foul, stays inside the batter's box. 1-2. And a strikeout for Palkebrek. And that will end it. That will bring us to the end of the third inning here. And it is now 9-3 in favor of the Mustangs. They get 2 more in the bottom of the third. We'll see how the Knights respond when we return after this. So be batters 7, 8, 9. Thompson, Petron, and Giroux for the Knights when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
For the Mustangs in the bottom of the third inning.
Magnitude Sports would like to remind you that whether you're watching from home or watching from the stands, to please respect officials. Without high school officials, games are canceled and players lose playing time. Contact your local high school to find out how you can become an official and stay connected to the game you love.
JV games will be played at Rendezvous Park. Boys, girls, and track teams are at West Fargo High School for a 3 o'clock start time. Girls tennis is at Wahpeton at 4 p.m. Varsity and JV baseball is home versus Wahpeton at 5 and 7. Varsity girls soccer is home versus Davies at 5 and 7.
All right, welcome back. Top of the fourth inning here, and the Mustangs have a 9-3 lead over the visiting Grand Forks Central Knights. Aspen Thompson, the left fielder, in the batter's box here for Grand Forks Central, fouls the first one away for strike one.
Leading off for the Knights, Aspen Thompson.
She struck out swinging her last trip up to the plate. So she's 0 for 1 on the evening. It's at the 1 hour and 14-minute mark of the ball game here. I want to thank you for joining us here on Magnitude Sports. Whether you're a Mustang fan or a Knights fan, we certainly appreciate you tuning in. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by our friends at Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union, Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic, the Cheyenne Booster Club, Go Promo, and Essential Health. And a swing and a miss for a strike two there for Thompson. So certainly appreciate their support. If you have a chance to patronize one or all of those businesses, we ask you to please do so, and also tell them thank you for supporting high school sports here on Magnitude Sports. No balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's a strikeout. And that'll bring up
next, number 4,
Ramsey
Petron.
Petron. Ramsey Petron is 0 for 1. Struck out swinging to Kyra Narum, well, her last time at the plate. Kyra Narum just recorded her 6th strikeout against Aspen Thompson. Nothing in 1, the count. That one's hit right into the glove. A little soft pop-up there to McKenna Alexander, the shortstop, for out number 1.
Up next for the Knights, number 1, Haley Giroux.
Haley Giroux was walked her last time, 0 for 1 on the evening so far. That one will come inside and miss for a ball, 1-0. Once again, Narum pitching, Saylor catching. Burke at first, Geisler at second, Alexander the shortstop, Buchert at third. You got Anderson in left, Haugen in right, and Cease in center for the Mustangs. That one's fouled up, hits the top of the netting and another centimeter higher, and that would have been in the crowd for a free souvenir. Well, maybe not. They probably would have tossed it back. One ball and 1 strike. And the 1-1 is popped up, and that is an opportunity there for Geisler, and she'll make the catch. And that is out number 3. So that will bring us to the middle of the 4th, a quick inning there for the Knights, and that will bring up the Mustangs when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Davies working left to right. Damn! With the 2-hand slam off the alley-oop. Give the assist to Cole Hayes.
Did you miss any part of this live game broadcast? Not to worry. Magnitude's DVR feature puts instant replay instantly into your hands. Revisit a big player score, watch a delayed version of this game, and then click live at any time to return to the live broadcast. Now you don't have to miss the game-winning buzzer beater, your son's 79-yard touchdown run, or your daughter's set-sealing ace serve. Thanks for watching Magnitude Sports.
Outside Satter. Step back 3, number 12. He got it! 7 in the first half and 5 so far here in the second half. All right, welcome back. We head now to the top of the 4th inning here. The Mustangs up by 6, 9-3 over the visiting Grand Forks Central Knights. And for, let's see here, still need to end the previous inning here. Bottom of the fourth is where we should be, not the top of the fourth. And it'll be Kate Geisler's, Zarya Anderson, and Morgan Haugen, batters 5, 6, and 7, pending changes here for the Mustangs. Julian Palkabreck will toss pitch 19. She came in a couple innings ago to take over for Brooklyn Ramsey, who's now playing at second base.
Leading off for the Mustangs, number 4, Kate Geisler.
Kate Geisler 1 for 1, a walk and then singled into right center field. And the pitch, and this one is fouled away. Out of play, and 0-1 is the result. The 0-1 delivery, that one comes inside, and Geisler had to get out of the way of that one there as it almost nicked her right elbow. Evens up the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. And that one just a little bit high and out of the strike zone, 2-1. And now it's 3-1.
Okay.
And she'll send that one towards right field. And coming in, making the grab there is Emma Jackson for the out. That will retire Geisler and bring up Zarya Anderson.
Up next for the Mustangs, number 16, Zarya Anderson.
Zarya Anderson 1 for 1, a walk, and then doubled. I believe it was an RBI double, actually, if memory serves me correctly, out into center field on her last trip to the plate. 1 ball, no strikes here. And the 1-0 delivery, and that missed. It did, yep. Petron trying to frame it over the plate there, but it didn't fool the umpire, and it's 1 or 2 balls and no strikes. And a swing and a miss there, no doubt about that one, 2-1. And I don't know if she got a piece of that one or not, but either way, it's strike 2. I'll even up the count, 2-2. Morgan Haugen is on deck, 1 away. If no double plays happen, we might see Kayla Saylor this inning as well for the Mustangs. That one will just miss. Full count now, 3-2. It was over the middle of the plate, but just a little bit above that shoulder level where the umpire usually calculates where that strike zone is, which changes based upon the height of the player stepping into the batter's box. That one is fouled away down the first baseline. It'll remain 3-2, and payoff pitch number 2 from Palkabreck on the horizon here. Payoff pitch number 2, here it comes, fouled away at the plate there, and it'll drop, and payoff pitch number 3 on the way here. This is pitch number 8 of the at-bat here for Zarya Anderson, who doubled out into center field her last time. This time, she'll pop it up right field, it'll drift foul, and it will drop. She won't be able to get there to make the grab, and we'll have payoff pitch number 4, I believe it is now. Yes. Ball, 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 strike, strike, and then 3 fouled away pitches. And that one is to center field. Not quite as deep as I thought it would be. It'd be Brooklyn Ramsey making the grab there, the second baseman, for out number 2. And that brings up Morgan Haugen. hit by a pitch, and a fly out to Haley Drew in center field her last time at the plate.
Pitch hitting number 11, Maya Metcalf.
And, well, that was true, but now we're going to have a different hitter here, and it's going to be, let's see here. Sophomore number 11, Maya Metcalf, steps into the number 7 spot in the batting lineup here for Sheyenne. First pitch comes outside for a ball, 1-0. Two balls, no strikes. Pitch, swing and a miss. Maybe got a piece of it. Either way, it's a strike, 2-1. And that one is popped up. Running is left fielder. She makes the grab. How about that? Aspen Thompson ends the inning on a highlight play right there. And it's 9-3 as the Knights hold the Mustangs scoreless there in the bottom of the 4th. First time they didn't score a run in an inning. We leave nobody stranded on base, and we head now to the top of the 5th after this on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
All right, welcome back. We head now to the top of the 5th, a 6-run advantage here for the Sheyenne Mustangs, and we'll see if the Knights can chip away at that 6-run deficit here as they'll bring up the top of the order. Paige Carlson. We'll see Morgan Tobelius and Jillian Palkabrecht, scheduled batters 1, 2, and 3 for the Knights here in the top half of the 5th. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by our friends at GoPromo, Healing Touch, Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union, Central Health, and the Sheyenne Booster Club for making broadcast coverage possible here for the Mustangs all season long on Magnitude Sports. Coming up tomorrow here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network, we'll have the Mustangs and the Red River Rough Riders. And then tomorrow night at 7 o'clock, it'll be the Mustangs and the Fargo Davies Eagles in girls soccer. We'll have that game for you. Bob Roars will have the play-by-play on that one. 0-1. Second pitch fouled away. 0-2. Once again, Paige Carlson, the batter. That is unofficially 75 pitches for Narrow now. 51 strikes and 24 balls, 1 hour and 27 minutes into the ball game. And the pitch, and that one is hit towards right, and it will be caught as it goes over the foul line, and that's one away. So Morgan Haugen will make the catch right as the ball started to drift foul, and that's one away, and that brings up the next batter. It's Morgan Tobelius.
Up next, number 6, Morgan Tobelius.
1 for 2, fly out to the shortstop McKenna Alexander, and then she singled out into right field on her last trip to the plate. And that one comes dangerously close inside, ball 1. That one will pop into the dirt, get away from him. It's ball 2. And that one comes inside for ball 3, so Nairn, 3 pitches, 3 balls on our first batter of the, or second batter, I should say, of the 5th inning. And the 3-0 misses outside for a 4-pitch walk.
Up next, number 9, Jillian Parkerbeck.
Jillian Polkabreck, 1 for 1, a walk and a single to right field. As we approach a few seconds shy of the 90-minute mark of the ball game, taking off for second there is Tobelius. Head first slide, and she's in. Successful steal of second base on that head first slide, and pitch comes across as a ball. It's 1-0 to Polkabreck, and now the Knights have another runner in scoring position. The windup and the delivery, and that one will sneak its way into right center field. Rounding third is Tobelius, and she will score. And now Polkabreck will head into second. I believe that's going to go into the books as an RBI single. And then she'll advance to second. She kind of delayed there, rounding first. So it's now 9-4. On the Go Promo scoreboard. And that one is going to right field, and Morgan Haugen will make the grab. That's 2 away. Tagging on second is Polkabreck, and she'll head into third. They'll bring up Emma Jackson. 0 for 2. Kate Geisler has been Emma Jackson's hurdle in this game. She line drived right into the glove, and then she popped out to her on her last at bat. This time she'll send it on a one-hopper to third. Buchert will pick it up, fire it over, and Lexi Burke can't make the grab. Emma Jackson will score, and now rounding second into third is Emma Jackson. So it will be a run. And they'll go to the books as an error for the Mustangs, their first of the game. Let's see if we can sort this out here. Coming up now to the plate is Reagan Fontaine. So Emma Jackson will officially reach on an error. And that one is hit to third, and Buchert fires it hard to first to get the out. So the Knights get 2 in the top of the 5th, and that's where we sit. They're now 2 closer, down 4 instead of down 6. The Mustangs will see if they can respond in the bottom of the 5th when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
In this place, we face obstacles like nowhere else. The clock, the trail, the hill. The challenge that's always waiting. When that challenge comes, we'll meet it together. Because it's your chance to show what you're made of. Tenacity, resilience, and the power to prove that the toughest competition comes from within. This is orthopedics and sports medicine like nowhere else.
You can capture the moments and memories of this game and all of our past sports broadcasts on DVD. It makes a great gift for a parent, relative, son, or daughter. Please allow 1 to 2 weeks for standard delivery. Place your order now, quickly and easily at msportsnet.com/DVD.
All right, welcome back. Bottom of the fifth. Through 5 innings of play for the Knights. 5 runs on 4 hits, 1 Sheyenne error, and 4 left on base. Through 4 innings of play for the Mustangs, 9 runs on 7 hits, 2 Knights errors, and 4 left on base. Time of the game, 1 hour and 34 minutes so far here in this one. As we go to the bottom of the fifth, we'll see Kayla Saylor, McKenna Alexander, and Kyra Narum. So the Mustangs getting through 8 batters in innings 1, 2, 3, and 4. They got through only 7 batters in the bottom of the, or I should say 1, 2, and 3, and only 7 batters in the bottom of the fourth. Let's double check here. I believe we have a new pitch hitter here. We'll wait for the first pitch, see if we can catch her jersey number, and that is indeed. So instead of Kayla Saylor, who was 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts, it's the sophomore Quinn Thompson stepping into the number 8 slot in the batting lineup. And it's 0-1 now, the count. And Thompson will ground that one down the third base line. Picking it up and firing over is Tibelius over to Fontaine for the 5-3 ground out. 1 away.
Up next for the Mustangs, a shortstop, McKenna Alexander.
So a little dribbler down the third base line turns into a 5-3 ground out. That puts one down, brings up McKenna Alexander, 1 for 2. Single to left field, reached base on an error last time at the plate. Takes this pitch for a strike. It's 0-1. Paul Kabreck, 35 pitches now, an hour and 35 minutes into the ball game. Pitch 36 popped up, and shallow right field. No, once again, it doesn't quite go as deep as I thought it would. And making the catch there's Brooklyn Ramsey for the second out.
Up next, the pitcher, Kyra Narum.
Kyra Narum, 2 for 2, a walk, a single to left, and a double to left. And she almost singled to left again, but swung a little early and pulled it foul, 0-1. Upcoming broadcasts here on Magnitude. We have softball, soccer, and baseball for you tomorrow. Baseball will be on the Minnesota side as Barnesville Trojans will host the Hawley Nuggets in a doubleheader. First game starting at 4 p.m. at Reed Field in Barnesville. And then we'll be here tomorrow for a doubleheader between the Mustangs and Grand Forks Red River. That pitch comes up high, 1-2. First game, I believe, at 4:30. Second one right around 6:15, if I remember correctly. And then the third matchup we'll have, Bob Roars will be just off about 100 feet beyond the right field fence here at Essentia Health Mustang Stadium, as the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs will host the Fargo Davies Eagles in girls soccer. We'll have that game live for you here on Magnitude Sports as well. 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count. Here to the batter, Kyra Narum, 2 for 2, walk, single, and a double. Wind up, and the 1-2, and that one is going to left, and it's drifting foul, and it will stay in the park, but it'll be foul, and we'll do the 1-2 over again. That's 40 pitches for Paul Kabreck now. And the 5th pitch of the at-bat to Kyra Narum will be pitch 41. And that one's fouled away, and they'll remain 1-2 once again. Fouled up just to the left side of our broadcast station here. So it remains 1-2. Paul Kabreck winds up and delivers. A little up high on a rise ball that goes a little too high for ball 2. 2-2 the count. That one will be grounded right towards Carlson. She'll pick it up, fire it into the glove of Fontaine for the 6-3 to end it. That'll end the fifth, and once again, 2 innings in a row the Knights hold Mustangs scoreless, and they were able to get 2 in the top of the fifth to cut it to 4. We'll see what they can do in the top of the sixth when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo.
What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back. 9-5 as we crawl our way into the top of the sixth here. As Knights at one point were trailing 7-0. They were down 7-0 heading into the top of the third, where they'd score 3 runs to make it 7-3. Sheyenne would get 2 in the bottom of the third to stretch the lead to 9-3. Nobody would score in the fourth, and the Knights picked up 2 more in the top of the fifth, holding the Mustangs scoreless in the bottom of the fifth. And here we are now in the top of the sixth, and the Knights have a chance to chip away at this deficit a little bit more, and they'll start things off with the left fielder, Aspen Thompson, the freshman, who'll step up to the plate. We'll also see Ramsey Petron and Haley Drew, the bottom of the order, batters 7, 8, and 9 here for the Knights, here in the top of the sixth, pending changes. Looks like Ramsey Petron is indeed on deck, so no changes in the 7 and 8. Pitch comes inside, and it missed the edge of the plate for a ball, 1-0. Once again, so it's 9-5 here on the Go Promo scoreboard in the top of the sixth. Aspen Thompson 0 for 2, struck out swinging on both attempts. 1 ball, no strikes, and that one is high for ball 2. I was waiting for the delayed strike call, but it never came. So 2-0. Nearing 90 pitches. We pitch 88 unofficially, according to my numbers. And that pitch will miss outside, 3-0. Narum has walked a couple of batters in this game on 4 pitch walks, and she's dangerously close to doing the same thing here. Here's the windup in the delivery, and it will come in for a strike, 3-1. That one's up high, and that's a walk.
Up next, Ramsey Petron.
Sophomore Ramsey Petron 0 for 2, struck out swinging, then flied out to McKenna Alexander, the shortstop, on her most recent trip to the plate. So the Knights have a runner on. They've had runners on in the top of the 6th, 5th, 4th, and 3rd. As a matter of fact, I think they've had at least one runner on in all the innings, if I'm not mistaken. I believe in the first inning, they got a runner to 3rd before they would leave her stranded when the Knights would get out in the bottom half or the top half of the first. So I believe they've had runners on in every single inning so far, and they've been able to cash in on 2 of those innings to account for the 5 runs that they have up on the board right now. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. 9 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors, 5 runs, 4 hits, 1 error, the line score here for your 2 teams, respectively. And that pitch will just miss to the outside, 2-1. Nobody out on deck is Haley Drew, then Paige Carlson will be the top of the order if we can get that far into the lineup. Half swing, runner takes off for second, and she'll be in safely. 2-1 the count, I believe. Yep, it is. Unless the umpire says something different. But I have 2-1. It is 3-1. I thought there was an extra pitch in there. That pitch will come in for a strike, and it's 3-2. So full count. Nobody out. Runner on second, Aspen Thompson for the Knights. 9-5 on the Go Promo scoreboard. And the payoff pitch from Narum. Inside edge, strikeout, got her. That's strikeout number 7 for Narum.
Up next, number 1, Haley Giroux.
So that brings up Haley Giroux, the senior center fielder. 1 out, runner on, Aspen Thompson on second with Paige Carlson on deck. Pitch will be below knee level for ball 1, 1-0. Started out in the strike zone and then dropped right as it approached the plate. Low enough to give Giroux the ball. A swing and a miss there evens things up at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, 1 runner on. One's across the board, swing and a miss, and a drop strike there for 1-2. And the windup and the 1-2 delivery is up high to level the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Once again, Giroux 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout swinging on her 2 trips to the plate today. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and Narum with pitch 101, and misses outside, full count. And that one will catch the edge for a strikeout. I believe that's strikeout number 8. Drop third strike, and did she get there? No, she will be thrown out. And that'll be out number 2. She almost ran out that drop third strike. So thrown out on a 2-3 on the drop third strike, and that will advance Aspen Thompson over to third. That brings up Paige Carlson 0 for 3. Struck out, drop third strike, and a fly out into foul territory in right field, and this one
Now
foul territory out of play.
Number 2, Paige Carlson.
So fouled away for strike 1. (9-5) in the top of the 6th. That one's going out into right field. They'll drop and he'll sneak by Haugen. Thompson will score from third on an RBI double by Carlson. And that makes it 9-6. That brings up the third baseman, Morgan Tobelius.
Up next, Morgan Tobelius.
1 for 2, a fly out to McKenna Alexander, and then a single to right field, and then she was walked on her last trip to the plate. That pitch comes up high and outside. Nice job there by Saylor to hop up, grab that one, and make sure that Carlson stays on second. 1-0 the count. Once again, 2 away. And the pitch. That will come in for a delayed strike call, 1-1. And that one will be grounded off the handle of the bat. Bucher will pick it up, and they'll get the out at third. So they'll leave one stranded on base, but they do get one run across here. And they close the gap little by little here, but they're running out of time. Mustangs looking for some insurance runs here to make sure that the Knights will have a tough time in the top of the 7th. We'll see what happens as we return for the bottom of the 6th after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Looking for a new home? Make home happen by getting pre-qualified for free with Sean Carlson at Town & Country Credit Union. He'll help you find the best mortgage options for you and keep the process running smoothly from beginning to end. With a 97% satisfaction rate, awesome rewards, low fees, and great rates, it's clear why members love Town & Country Credit Union. Stop in or visit townandcountry.org to find out how you can become a Town & Country member today. Insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
While the scoreboard reveals the winner of an athletic contest, the real winners are the players, coaches, and fans who show good sportsmanship. Those who treat the game as a competition, show concern for an injured player, and accept all decisions from game officials. Please remember to be a good sport when attending a high school game. This message courtesy of Magnitude Sports.
All right, welcome back. 9-6 on the Go promo scoreboard here in favor of the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs. At one point, Sheyenne led 7-0 over the Knights, and you would have thought at that point that the Mustangs were probably gonna walk away with this one, but the Knights have battled back, and now they're within 3. Getting runs in the 3 runs in the top of the 3rd, 2 more in the top of the 5th, and then 1 in the top of the 6th. So they still have a little bit of work to do here. And it starts defensively here as they try and hold the Mustangs scoreless here for, if they can do it here, it'd be the 3rd inning in the row. There's a little crisscross jump plays in the background. I haven't heard that song in a long time.
Leading off for the Mustangs, the center fielder.
I have to admit, I kind of want to sing along, but I won't. Probably have everybody tune out if I do that. Bottom of the 6th now. Mustangs looking for some insurance here. And that one right off the glove of Palkabrek, and she'll pick it up and fire it over for the 1-3. So even though it came back a little bit quick, and she wasn't sure if she could catch it or block it, she was able to block it down and still get the 1-3 ground out. So nice job there by Palkabrek, and that retires Cease, bringing up Maddie Buchert.
Now batting for the Mustangs, Maddie Buchert.
Buchert takes the pitch for a strike, 1 for 2, a fly out to left field. Then she was hit by a pitch, and then she doubled to left field. In that order on her trips to the plate today. Pitch comes inside, 0-2. And that one's popped up. That one's going into center field, and Drew will make the grab. That's 2 away. And they are 1 out from holding the Mustangs scoreless for 3 innings in a row
Alexis
here.
Burke.
So that brings up Lexi Burke. So fly out to left center there, and Lexi Burke 1 for 3. The fly out double and a strikeout. The double went to center field. And this pitch comes across for a strike, and it's 0-1. And that one comes inside and missed for a ball. Levels things up at 1-1. Kate Geisler is on deck if Burke can get on base. And Geisler has been known to hit it deep if she gets the right pitch. And I believe she has a couple of home runs, and one of them being a grand slam on opening day against Devil's Lake. So that one's fouled away for strike 2. 1 hour, 53 minutes, time of the game so far. We'll see if this one stretches out to the 2-hour mark or not. It could. Getting kind of close there. Swing and a miss. She went early on that one, paid the price. And that ends it. So for the third inning in a row, the Mustangs were held scoreless after scoring in the first 3 innings. They failed to score in the second 3 innings. And now we head to the top of the 7th, where the Knights need at least 3. We'll see if they can get 3. They got up 3 in the top of the 3rd, and we'll see if they can duplicate that performance here in the 7th when we return after this. Here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Be right back.
You simply click and order. We decorate and deliver. GoPromo is the area's premier provider for easy-to-use online team stores with screen-printed, embroidered, and promotional products. From your computer screen to the bleachers, and from the boardroom to the field, just go promo. Visit justgopromo.com.
All right, welcome back. Kyra Narum's going to try and finish this one out here in the top of the 7th. I have her down unofficially with her 107 pitches coming into the top of the 7th as we reach the 1 hour, 55-minute mark of the ball game on 107 pitches, 67 strikes, and 40 balls. Pending changes, she'll face batters 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup here for the Knights. It's Jillian Polkabreck, Brooklyn Ramsey, and Emma Jackson.
From the top of the 7th, number 9, Jillian Polkabreck.
So once again, the Knights need at least 3 to stretch this thing to the bottom of the 7th. We'll see if they can get it. Polkabreck 2 for 2, a walk and 2 singles to right center. And that one's going to be another single to right. So runner on and another hit here for the Knights, and not a bad start to the top of the 7th.
Number 10, Brooklyn Ramsey.
Brooklyn Ramsey has had trouble today, 0 for 3. Strikeout, a fly out to right, and a fly out to the second baseman. And the pitch, and that one's fouled away. And Polkabreck will come back about 22 feet. She got about halfway to second. Polkabreck takes off for second. That one's grounded foul down the third base line. So Polkabreck will go back to first. It'll be strike 2. On deck is Emma Jackson. And this is pitch 111 for Kyra Narum. Unofficially, according to my numbers. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Got her. And now the throw up to second. And she's safe. So 1 out. Runner in scoring position. Brings up Emma Jackson on the strikeout.
Up next in.
Emma Jackson 0 for 3. A line drive to Geisler. A fly out to Geisler. And then reach base on an error on her last trip to the plate. One out, runner on second is Jillian Polkabreck, the 8th grader here for the Knights. They are down 3 with 2 outs to work with. And Emma Jackson with Reagan Fontaine on deck, and that one's going to be popped up, fouling out of play. 0-1. And that one is also fouled away, 0-2. That's what happened on the last batter. 2 fouled away pitches, then a swing and a miss for a strikeout. I believe, I have to double check my numbers here. I believe Narum has 9 strikeouts. We'll double check that here in a moment. I just got the confirmation that I'm right. She has 9 strikeouts right now, and snap throw up to third, and the throw will not get there. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now, and Palkabreck, the runner on third, trying to make it 9-7 here. As we're a few seconds, about a minute shy of the 2-hour mark of this ball game. Wind up in the 1-2, swung on, and that's going to get by into shallow left field. Scoring Palkabreck, it's an RBI single to make it 9-7.
Up next, number 8, Reagan Fontaine.
They're one closer. Reagan Fontaine, 1 for 3, a single to right field. Since then, a strikeout and a ground out to third. First, and that one's fouled back into the netting for strike 2. So Reagan Fontaine represents the game-tying run. Aspen Thompson, who's on deck, would represent the go-ahead run if they can get all those runners across here as we officially hit the 2-hour mark of the ball game now. Broadcast coverage brought to you by the Sheyenne Boosters, along with Sean Carlson at Town and Country Credit Union. Dr. Tiffany Johnson at Healing Touch Chiropractic. Certainly appreciate their support to make broadcast coverage possible. Grounded, and it sneaks into left field. And now she thought about going to third, but Jackson will turn around and go back to second. We have 2 runners on. Another hit goes on the board here for Grand Forks Central, and that brings up Aspen Thompson.
Aspen Thompson.
So 2 hits that sneak by the third baseman, second baseman, and into left field, and that puts 2 runners on with 1 away, and Aspen Thompson is 0 for 2. Strikeout, strikeout, and a walk on that order on her 3 trips to the plate. Well, this one could get interesting here. Swing and a miss for a strike. Especially if Thompson walks, Ramsey Petron would be the scheduled batter, and yes, she would be. She's on deck right now. 0-1. Pitch 118 coming up, high and inside. 1-1 the count. Not sure if there's a pitch limit or not. I don't remember from 2 years ago when we last had a scenario like that. So you may have known that we didn't have hardly any softball games last year. Pitch comes in for a delayed strike. High on the outside edge, but below shoulder level, and it's 1-2. So this is pitch 120 here for Narrum, according to my numbers unofficially. And the 1-2. Inside low, taken off for third is Jackson. The throw, they got her. That's 2 away. Two 2-5 snap, throw out at third. Fontaine will stay on first. And Thompson faces a 2-balls, 2-strike count, and now she strikes out, and that ends it. And that will be your final score as the Mustangs hold on the Knights rally. 9-7 your final score here as the Mustangs will pick up the win. 9 runs on 7 hits, 1 error, and 7 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors for the Knights. They almost came back and got it. But on pitch 120, Aspen Thompson will strike out. And Karen Narrum will finish the game with 10 strikeouts. And that will do it for this one. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll come back and wrap this thing up right after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Hi, it's Dr. Tiffany Johnson from Healing Touch Chiropractic in West Fargo. What impact I want to make, how my office is different, how my niche is different. It is all about giving people hope and helping them believe that their bodies were made to heal.
Let me show you how your life can change through chiropractic at Healing Touch Chiropractic.
All right, welcome back. Your final score once again here. 9-7 in favor of the Sheyenne Mustangs. They were up 7-0 at the end of 2 innings of play, and then Grand Forks Central only allowed 2 runs after that in the bottom of the third, held them scoreless in the fourth, fifth, and the sixth. It was 2-0 Sheyenne at the end of 1 inning of play. And then the Mustangs would get 5 more in the bottom of the second to stretch the lead to 7-0. And then Grand Forks would strike back, getting 3 in the top of the third to cut the lead to 7-3. Sheyenne would respond, getting 2 more in the bottom of the 3 to stretch the lead back to 9-3. Neither team would score in the fourth. Grand Forks Central would tack on 2 more runs in the top of the fifth, hold the Mustangs scoreless, get 1 more in the top of the sixth, hold them scoreless in the bottom of the sixth, and then they got 1 more in the top of the seventh, but fell too shy. And they did have the go-ahead run at the plate, but they couldn't get all those runs across the plate. Official time of the game, 2 hours and 3 minutes as we wrap this thing up here from Sheyenne High School. Once again, we'll be back here tomorrow for more softball as the Mustangs will host the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. We'll have the first game at 4:30, second game at approximately 6:15. And hopefully that'll pop back up here for us, and it does. And then Eric Tianson will be in Barnesville tomorrow. The Trojans will host the Holly Nuggets in a baseball doubleheader at 4 and 6 p.m. And then Bob Roars will be at Essentia Health Mustang Stadium, just off to the 150 feet or so off of the right field of the right field fence of the softball field here for girls soccer, the Mustangs and the Fargo Davies Eagles. And then Thursday we'll have a softball doubleheader. It's our first softball doubleheader from the Minnesota side as the Barnesville Trojans will host the Breckenridge Cowgirls, and then back here to Sheyenne on Friday as the Mustangs will host the Shanley Deacons. Back to Barnesville on Monday, and then a handful of games on Tuesday, and you can dig deeper on that schedule at msportsnet.com/schedule. You can find us online on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We would love it if you were to follow, and subscribe if I've got those all right. And once again, you can catch these games on demand. This game here will be available probably within about 4 to 5 minutes after we conclude the live broadcast, which is coming up here in a matter of moments. So once again, your final score, the Mustangs 9, the Knights 7 here in 7 innings of play. A great softball game, 2 hours and 3 minutes. We'll talk to you again once again tomorrow. 4:30 p.m. is the scheduled first pitch for the Mustangs on the Grand Forks Red River Rough Riders. And until then, you have a great evening. We'll talk to you in just under 24 hours from now here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Good night.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.